Learn how a grandma built her empire online. That is our subject today, and we have an incredible guest to interview. And she has been succeeding above and beyond since I became her coach, and I'm super, super honored to be her coach. She's our mother, we call her Mama, and she's a grandma to beautiful grandchildren. She's always with her son, taking care of them. I would say she's one of those old school East Indian women that goes and takes care of their children and son and feeds them and cooks for them. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. My mother was the same way. And she built her empire online with her grandson in her arms. And she's doing absolutely incredible. So without further ado, please welcome our beautiful guest, Lena. Woo, woo,
Hello, thank you so much, Coach Georgia. It's my privilege to be here. I'm so thankful for inviting me, and I'm really cannot wait. How excited I am! So
thank
bring
you.
it on, or whatever question that you have, and I'll answer the best I can.
Thank you, beautiful. It's an honor. It's an honor to have you here today. So, yes, why don't before we go ahead and ask you the questions, why don't you do a little introduction? Tell us where you're from. Tell us what kind of background you're in, what within your career, where you live, a little bit about yourself, what you like. Tell us.
Yeah. Okay. My name is Lina, and I'm originally from India. It's southern India. It's called Mangalore city, called Mangalore. I grew up. I was born there, raised. Got I was raised, and when I finished my secondary school, because I did not go to university. I came to Dubai to work because I have six siblings at the time, and I was the oldest one. And my dad was going to retire in just few years, and we were still young family. So, I started working, and I was like a kind of mother to all my sibling too. When I left, I have only small brother. Now he's no longer. He was only 12 years old when I left Dubai to work. So my most of my life, like 22 years, I spent in Dubai. And my first job, I got married there. My two children were born there, and I was working most of my adult life. Then we moved to Canada because at the time, um, in Dubai, the when your son becomes like 18 years old, you have to go, you have to send them for university, or you have to make them work. That was the time, but now times have changed since 25 years now since I'm here. But at the time we didn't find any university in Dubai. There was no universities at the time, and we had to make quick some decisions, because we couldn't send our children to India. The language barrier, we spoke English at home, and so we had to find a different way. So we are looking into Australia and Canada, and somehow in God's in an infinite plan, we ended up to Canada here. So here in Canada, I'm living in Brampton, Ontario. I never left that place the last 25 years, and of course working full time. My children were small at the time, but now they are grown up a lot. It's a long time. I love the place over here, and I work for the government. Still working. I love my job. I'm an administrative assistant, and at this point, I have two older boys and three grandchildren. That is one of the best thing that I can say that God has blessed me with. And right now, actually, I'm also taking one of the small kid to taking care sometimes. So I'm always with him. So Nana and the grandson, we are bonding really nicely. So I'm so over the top. But as far as my online business concerned, I started few years ago this business because there are a few reasons. One is to I wanted to give something for my family, leave something for them as a legacy. And I also was closer to retirement. A few years down the line, I'll be retiring soon. Actually, when I started business, it was few years, but now time is going so quickly and it is coming up, my retirement. But then my business is also taking a shape. So I'm so happy about that. And yeah, so I'm here now. Met Coach Georgia about few months ago, and she has been fantastic. And yeah, so yeah, that's about me. I guess I think as I speak, maybe I can speak more.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I'm so happy for you. And I know how much you love your grandbabies and how much you want to spend time, and this is for them. So God bless you. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. So now we'll have one of our business partners, Maria. Go ahead, Maria. Ask the question for Lena.
Hi, Lina. Thank you very much for being here today and be put in this spot. I just want to ask you, it's a lot of stigma about grandma, grandpa. They feel that you are sitting at home, knitting, doing something, and you are too old to do different things. I share that information because when I went to university, my kids were going to university too, and there were a lot of grandparents, a lot of people doing different, courses and training. And sometimes people has that idea that because you are a grandparent, you cannot start a business, you cannot do any type of jobs, you stay home, that your life is ending because it's coming retirement. And we have the opportunity to show that stigma that is completely different, that we're very active, we're helping people, we're encouraging young people to start young, to build a business for them to be retired at the early age. Now that we didn't have the chance when we were, single parents. I was single parent, I have to take my kids to school. What would you recommend to the people who is watching us to encourage them to start a business now? Don't bother about the age, to worry about coming here, getting trained with us, and moving ahead to build this empire online.
Thank you so much for your question. Yes, it's always there's a stigma because the people, at least I can say in my generation, people sometimes thought, we are too old to do anything new. And even if something comes across the opportunity that we cannot do it because we are not technical savvy, we don't know anything about the business, we never done it before, we are too old, we only have to take care of our grandkids because it's time to retire, and so on and so forth. There are plenty of reasons, but you don't have to to look at that way. You always have to look, the life is there. As long as you are on this earth, you have a purpose. And when you find that purpose, you're never too old to start anything new. In my case, when I started this business, I was 60 years old. So my sometimes I say life at 60 for me. So until then, I was just doing the mundane thing like everybody else. But at the age of 60, I could have said to myself, oh my God, I'm 60, I'm so old, I can't do anything. But instead, I'm feeling much, much livelier than before. I never felt so much of excitement when I barely, wait to finish my 9 to 5 job so that I can jump on this business and start doing it. It's because of, not because of I wanted to do the business, because of the community that I'm in. The community is fantastic, like you all, everybody, where they are so giving. It's not only about the money, it's about the friendship that we create, the family and that we create, and also we learn. So people who are actually thinking and being skeptical or on the fence, so to speak, anybody can do this business because we have such a beautiful community that we welcome you with the, with the open arm. We help you to succeed, we teach you how to do it. You don't have to be a tech savvy, nothing at all. So yeah, there you have it. As for me, I'm now 65 years old, and I'm still doing the business.
Thank you, Lina. You're amazing.
You're amazing and you're so youthful. For 65, girl, you keep that beautiful energy and glow up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the way, I love that question you asked, Maria, and I love the way that you answered it, because it's true, you know. And I said this to my business partners. I'm like, you know what? My business partners in their 60s and 70s, they're the ones who are killing it. Because where he was asking me, who's your leaders? I'm like, Mama Lena and Maria Bonita. I'm like Colombian girl, East Indian girl, and their grandmas. They're literally pretty much almost retired. It just shows anybody. It doesn't matter your age. Okay? And I even have really youngins booming. Okay? So don't let age keep you, whether you think you're too young or you think you're too old. No. Okay? And you are so youthful. You've got so many years ahead of you. This is the new prime, guys. This is the new prime. Look at this one. She's a beast. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, so Princess, go ahead and introduce yourself. And well, actually, maybe just go ahead and ask her a question because the spotlight's
Yes.
on me today. The spotlight's on Lena.
Exactly. Yes, I know. I love it. I actually didn't know who we're interviewing today. I didn't know she was a grandma. So I was like, are you really? But yes, Mama Lena. So tell us exactly how are you doing it? Because, all these trends online, like there's so many things. So all the social marketing tools. And I know, like Maria Benita, she brought up a really good point. A lot of people like, are adamant to even start because of all that. So how exactly are you doing it? How are you building your empire right now?
Thank you for your question, Princess. Yeah, how I'm doing it means, first of all, you need to have that mindset. You need to have a desire in your heart that you want to do something for yourself or for your family. So when you have that desire, and then that's the opportunity opens. Opportunity opens every day, in every time. You must keep your eyes open for the good opportunities, and when that comes, when the opportunity knocks at your door, you have to jump into that. There may be questions, there may be so many question will come to mind. That is the life that we live in, that's the world we live in. There are so many people who are um, who might say that, what are you doing? It's some sort of nonsense, it's not going to work. But the desire God has put in your heart, it is only in your heart. It is not put on other people's heart, so they don't understand what God has put in your heart. So with that desire, if you strong, hold stern, and move along with your passion, as well as the determination. That's very important. Passion and determination and desire together can bring any kind of success in your life. You don't have to only to focus only on the money. Just look at the people's life that you are changing. We are the people who are changing everyone's life. If they open their eyes and see, we are not here, we are the ordinary people, everyday people. We are here to help other people. We are doing it, we will help you, you can do it. And as far as finding a way, as I said, first you must have that desire, and then you must be able to work towards it, because nothing comes without working. you know Even if I have my personal trainer and I tell him that, he might have, I have to work out and I have my personal trainer, let's put it that way. And if I tell him to put 1,000 push-ups, it's not going to help me, right? He is my personal trainer, even though he cannot do for me. So we have coaches and mentors in this community. They are teaching us, they are helping us, but ultimately it is on to us. We are the variable. We have to do it. I hope that I answered your question.
I love it. That's beautiful. And I think about that too, because there's a lot of people that say that, like, we can't do it for you. Like at the end of the day, no one's gonna put you on that treadmill and do it. Like literally, they can't do it for you. You got to get on that treadmill. You got to go for that that work out. The same thing with that business. I'm gonna give you a whole business in a box, but you gotta work on it. Somebody's that's starting the business. She's writing one company, she's starting another company. He's like, are you telling me that I have to advertise and I don't get a sale and I don't make money until I get a sale? I'm like, yes, bingo. Like, you don't want to do nothing? We got an automated system, but you need to make a sale. She's like, okay, I'm in. I'm like, all right. It was such like an obvious question, but I was like, well, what do you think? This is a business. You don't get a salary. You get your bonuses, you get your sales, you get your commissions. It's great, but you have to put in the work like this woman is doing. So thank you for that, Lena. All right, TL. Thank you for putting this all together. It looks great. This background here, guys. You gotta share this cover photo to show them what the background is. But go ahead, TL. Ask Mama Lena a question.
Yeah, thank you, Mama Lena. You are always amazing as always. Thank you. So a lot of people this day, even though they all have time, and they always find excuse that I don't have a time, and you are a grandma and you are still working full time and taking care of your grandson, and you still find that time to do this business as well. And so what would you give for the advice for those a lot of people have watching us what we do, and then they are interested in this business and then still like hesitate to start this business? What advice would you give them?
Thank you, TL, for your question. Yes, as far as the time is concerned, yeah. People will say that I don't have time, but we all given 24 hours. Whether the President of the United States or whoever or us, given only 24 hours. And billionaire, everybody is given only just 24 hours. It is about how you manage your time. Time management is very important. Again, I'm going back to the desire and the determination that you have to have in order to be, if you want something in your life, if you want to do something and you want to become good at it and successful, you have to carve out some of your time. When I say, even a long time ago, I was thinking the same. I'm doing this full-time job. I'm looking after. There were other things were happening in my life. How am I going to do any new things? But then when I looked at one day, I just had to take an inventory of my time. All I did was the whole day, I actually wrote it down, what I'm doing when I get up in the morning, like 8 to 9, 9 to 10, pretty much minute by minute. Then when I saw in the evening, I actually had about 2.5 hours left that I was wasting. I was rather doing something, doing too much, but I'm not getting the result. So wasting different places, pockets of time, wasting too much of time. So it's all about time management. If you have the desire, if you have that you want to do something, the time you will find the time. It's all about that. Again, how do I say? It's about time management, I would say. Just to look at your time, where it's going, where you're wasting, where it could go for a better things, and then work backward on that.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering that.
I love that. And time management is super important. Like today, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go pick up my daughter. Well, my daughter's at art class, and then I was just like thinking, I have like an extra 15 minutes. I'm thinking maybe 20 minutes. So I'm showing the kids like these funny little reels. Okay. And like I'm like, it's this guy and he puts on a wig, he has a beard, and he puts on a wig and he pretends like he's girls. He pretends like this is how a girl's eating a chip. Like there's different girls that eat different ways of chips and chicken wings. So we're cracking up. So then like 10 minutes goes by and I realize, oh, I need to get something at the market. I'm showing the kids these funny things. I'm showing them what I posted. I'm like, that was a waste of time. I could have used that 10 minutes to go and get what I needed from the market. Now I'm late for Meadows pickup from her art. And I was like 20 minutes late. I'm like, no more wasting time. I find myself wasting time, Melina, on social media. I'm addicted to social media. I'm a social media marketer and I'm addicted to social media. I love watching inspirational things. I love watching funny things. And you're right. You have to, I like how you said you wrote it down. Okay, because then you're watching yourself. And I always watch myself. I think, Georgia, your future self's watching you right now. Like I tell myself this. I love that. This is why you're so successful. Thank you so much. Okay, so now, Christy, go ahead. Ask the question to Mama Lena.
Having an online business, it's also, like you said, it's more than just the money. It's also about leaving a legacy behind for our family. Since you've been in the business for a few years so far, like what is the legacy that you have left for your children and grandchildren? Like time, memories?
Thank you for your question, Christy. Yeah, talking about legacies, again, it's not just about the money, but it's about the growth. I have, since starting my business, online business, I have grown so much personally and professionally. My technical skills have improved. My communication has improved because I'm meeting so many people. We have so many hundreds, thousands people in our community. And even if you talk to one person a day, it's so much in a year. So you learn from different perspective, and you automatically learn how to things that you didn't know before, all of a sudden it's come to you in light, and you can see a different picture. You learn from them how I'm not only grown with the technology. Of course, I never knew anything before, and I was really scared to even comment on social media. But now for me, that is like this is the second thought. I can do so many things in social media. Of course, there's more to learn. But like yesterday, I was trying this project management tool called Trello. I watched bunch of videos and I learned, and it was so cool. So it's all about, even my children, they say, Mom, now you've grown so much, you know so much. They love to talk to me because now I'm not talking like the olden girl. I'm totally, I have transformed myself. When you invest in yourself, that is the best gift that you will give to yourself, apart from anything else on this earth. So try to read books, try to watch successful people, stay away from negative, those energy drainers. You have to stay away. If that happens, one of the family members, you just have to be a little tricky about it, and you can do something like that. But hang around with the people who fill your bucket. You may have even heard that if you are the smartest in the group, you have to change the group, right? So that kind of analogy. But in my case, I can see my own growth. I don't want my children to tell me, even though they say, Mom, I love to talk to you, you are so fun and all that kind of thing. But myself, when I sit alone on myself, I can see my growth, how much I have grown just being on this business. So if you are not getting nothing else, the self growth is really massive. I hope I answered your question.
That was amazing. I love the way you put that. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. Like everything that you said, I hope you don't leave our group. You're like, you're the smartest person there. You're like, Mama Lena's very smart. She's like, computer, don't leave our group. I swear, I always tell everybody, Don't underestimate that she's a grandma. This woman is super, super intelligent. I think that a lot of us stop learning. Like, we don't want to learn. We're just doing the same routine. It's like, read a book, listen to a podcast, come into this business, see what we're doing. You're always growing. And I feel the same way too. A lot of my friends and family, they don't look at me the same anymore. They like act like I think I'm so goody two shoes and great, and that's not true. Just because I have success and my knowledge is bigger and vocabulary and I'm hanging around with millionaires, that doesn't change who I am inside. My heart's always there. But now I've grown. I've grown as a woman, as an entrepreneur, even as a mother. I love how you put all that. It's beautiful because I seen it. I seen it in my own eyes, how much you've grown since you joined our group, how well you're doing, and the courses you're taking, and just what you're listening to. So thank you for that, beautiful. God bless you. All right, last but not least, Karen. Oh, she's in this beautiful place. Tell us where you are a little bit. Maybe I'll put you on the spotlight just for a moment. Where are you? We can't hear you for some reason. No. Maybe you have to log back out and log in. Because I know you're having this problem unless you take off your Bluetooth. No, I cannot hear you. You had this problem before. Maybe take off your Bluetooth or come back in. Okay, Mama Lena, while she's fixing her audio, I am going to ask you a question. Okay. If there is just one piece of advice, there's one piece of advice that you would give to anybody out there that is just wanting to earn an extra income, and they're watching us, they've been watching us, and they're kind of on the fence, they're a little skeptical, they just haven't taken the plunge. What would you advise them?
Yeah, well, if anybody wants to do this business, this is not the only business that you should do, but whatever that you want to do, don't be skeptical on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Just look at it, do your due diligence, but continue with the next step. If you come into our business, we have a lot of information. We are always online. And if you want to do your due diligence, you can see that we are very legit. We are the real people. We come online, we show our faces, we share our life with you. And it must be right? Otherwise, nobody want to share their life and share their what they are doing if it is not legit. And we are very transparent. So if you think that you want something to do and you are still thinking about it, yes or no, you can't have two sets of mind. You just have to think and go for it. And at the most, what will happen? You will learn a lesson. If it doesn't work out, it's a lesson. So you're not wasting anything. Nothing is lost. You learn from it and you move on. The best thing that you could do is come into our business and we will teach you and you will be successful. That time, I'm sure you'll be happy. So if not, you can also learn from everything that you never knew before. So making a decision, that's all you have to do. And it goes for me too. Sometimes I am also not making quick decision. I used to be very skeptical before, but I am moving towards to be a better decision maker. So it is it's all growth. It's a fear that we have, because it could be because of past experiences, because of maybe the past losses, or it could be anything. The fear is the dream stealer. So don't let the fear rule your life. Rather, you control your fear and move forward to the direction that God asks you to move, and don't hold back. Thank you.
That is amazing. Quote of the day: fear is a dream killer. It's so true. Do you know how scared I was to come here, Lena? I pretended like I was really excited, but deep in my heart, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to a new country. I'm scared. What if it's real rough there? What if my kids get stolen? What if I die? Like all these scary things. What if something happens? I'm going to Spain. I'm leaving Canada. What's going to happen? I like, it's just so much happened. I left this $3 million home. I sold my Escalade. I was like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And I just had to tell myself, Georgia, stop. Stop. You have your business. Your kid is going to be in soccer. You're going to have an amazing life. You're going to the palm trees, you know? Yeah, that's what you want. Stop being scared. And then I'm not going to lie, it was hard when I first came here, Mama Lena. I didn't know Spanish. We were actually scammed online from a house. I found a house, I pre-rented it, and it was just a scam. Everything was real except the guy, the Holiday Inn, everything. You know, I came with a bang. I came to Spain with a bang, and I was like, okay. And I didn't know Spanish, a lot of people, but I learned and I grew. And it's like everybody's that in my, I became friends with so many people so quick. Okay. And still to this day, these people don't know English. And I'm somehow best friends with them. And they all look at me and they're like, Georgia, how did you build your life so quick in Spain? How did you get that new car? How did you get that house? How are you doing this? You've been to more places in Spain than I've been, and I've lived here my whole life. They tell me, well, how did you do that? And I'm like, God, oh my God. No, but if I didn't do that, where would I be here? Where would I be right now? Okay. I'm grateful that I didn't let my fear, you know, keep me captive and kill my dream of coming here to Spain to grow my son in pro soccer. And so much more has happened for me. Okay. But I won't take the spotlight off from Melina, but I love what you said. It just made me think of everything. Because if you are fearful to start this business, which is hardly nothing to start money-wise, and you don't think you can do it, you're letting your fear keep you captive, keep you behind bars. And you shouldn't, because you're going to live the rest of your life in regret, and you're never going to know how it is to be a wonderful online entrepreneur in our beautiful community with this woman, teaching us. Everybody grows together. You're never left behind. You're not lost in the crowd. You're not falling through the cracks. You're actually called. Are you okay? You need help? Let's set you up a Zoom call. Let's put you an ad up. Let's show you how to advertise. Let's show you how to sell your business. Let's show you how to network. Whatever it is, whatever you're comfortable with. And that's what we do on our coaching calls. I asked you, what are you comfortable with? Are you comfortable going online? You comfortable with networking? What do you tell me? No, I'm not really comfortable with that. Okay, well, I'm going to teach you this way until you get out of your comfort zone, and then you can grow in the online world or offline world. So thank you for that, beautiful. All right, Karen, let's see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Go ahead.
I'm hiding in the bathroom. It's so loud in here. So Mama Lina, you are amazing. You are always inspiring me. And I love your depth and how determined you are and how successful you are. And it's so inspirational. And I think my question to you would be, I'm interested to know your mental thinking, because the older we get, we are closed-minded. The older we get, we're set. So not that you are old, you have young spirit and young soul, but still we have our chronological age that we can fight. So I think my question would be, how would you inspire people your age to break free from the set thinking? Because obviously to go to a place that you don't know anything about, to go to a place that it's not really comfortable for you, to go to a place that you're not sure what's going to happen, what would you say to people that want to join this business and have that fear? And maybe it's more mental fear rather than, because obviously you are successful and it doesn't matter how old you are. You have people around you that love what you say, that connect with what you say. What would you say to people who are closed-minded, who think they cannot do it online? How would you inspire them? What would you tell them?
Thank you, Karen, for your question is a beautiful question. In fact, it is quite close to my heart that about the thinking of the mind or keeping the mind open. First of all, my daily routine is that when I get up, I spend time in prayer. God is my source. Jesus is my savior, and when I spend time with him, I read the Bible. I I pray, and I actually give the whole day to offer to him. Whatever you do, I will do your will. So that way, lot of my tension, I don't hold tension in my head no matter what. My mind is open as wide as the ocean. I don't know how big is that, but I always try to keep my mind clear, not worries. Of course, there are sometimes things happen, but I turn it to the Lord. That is my go-to person. God is my go-to person all the time. I have since I wasn't like that way before, but when I have turned about 4 5 years ago, I am more into more into the scripture reading, learning, listening to the other scripture, and listening to different with the Christianity, of course, right? So for me, I give everything to God. Even if I am sitting in a car on a steering wheel, first I say to God, I'm going this place to the other place. Lord, I will sit beside you as a passenger. You do the driving. And then by the time I go, I don't know how I reach. On highway, sometimes I fall asleep. Would you believe that? I'm telling right in front of on the public. But I reach home safely because I already done my prayer. I already turn it to him. He somehow takes me. And my son, sometimes he got, Mom, you fell asleep. I said, yes, I did, but I'm steady for somehow. I don't know how. I reach home safely all the time. It is my way of doing it. That's maybe people have different ways how they cope. This is my way of coping. Um, my first thing is to go and turn everything into prayer.
Wow, Lina, you're amazing. I'm so humble and so happy that you are part of our amazing team because, as you see, everyone here, such an amazing people, and you are inspirational. And I love you. I don't know you, I know you all only from the online space, but you are very close to my heart. Thank
Oh.
you.
Okay.
I love that. I love that. God bless you. And see, Karen, this woman is a big prayer warrior too. All my business partners here, everybody, either they're Christian or they're prayer warriors. They love God. And I love that because I do the same thing, Lena. When I wake up, I thank God. I look out my window because I can see the ocean. It's not far from my house. And then I know I'm in Spain, and it even looks like a boat in my room. It's like I wake up and I'm grateful and I write down. I was telling my kids to bring my book. Here's another key point to all my business partners. Ever since I've been writing down before I go to bed everything that I'm thankful for, and then when I wake up, I'm write down what I'm thankful for as if I already desire, like as if I already have it. Okay, what I desire, right? And I kind of mix them up a little bit here and there. I add little things in that I am grateful for presently and that I want in the future, but I act as if I have it now. And I really feel and I thank God for it. A lot of people might think that this is corny and whatever, but it's scientifically proven that prayer alters your reality. And because you believe in it.
Yeah.
You pray, you manifest it. Jesus said in chapter 11, verse 24, in what was it? Is it Luke? I'm pretty sure. Chapter 11, verse 24. Okay, when you go and you pray, believe that you already received what it is that you asked for, and it shall be yours.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people don't realize how manifesting, prayer, believing really will alter your reality if you believe in it. See, the thing is I'm 36, but it's like I'm 50 or 55 in my experiences. I understand why older people become bitter. I understand why. It's the hard world. It's tough. Go through marriages, relationships, people, they poop on you. There's some horrible people out there. There's some wonderful people. And they don't even realize they're being bad to you. So I wouldn't even say they're horrible. And I've been broke. I had huge businesses. I had brand new cars. I got sick. I lost my mom and dad. Like I've been through so much in my 36 years that I could see why people become bitter. But at the end of the day, I know God brought me through this. And I feel the same way, Lena. Sometimes I don't even know how I got to a destination. I'm just cruising. I'm like, I didn't get home so fast. Well, you better take a coffee or energy drink next time you feel tired. But I feel the same way. After I've driven for a long trip and I get home safely, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I only got here because of God.
Yeah.
And if you give your thanks, if you give your praise, and if you believe in the universe, or if you're a Muslim, or whatever nationality you are, if you're praying, you believe, you're receiving, you're going to see it's only going to get better. It's not easy to keep positive. It's easy to run this business. I tell a lot of people, this business is easy. Life's not easy. The life will throw things at you. The way you succeed is you don't let any of those things drop you.
Yeah.
You have a foundation. And what is your foundation? God, us, your business partners, your baby, your grandson, your grandbabies, your son. You find what's important to you and you make it your fire. You make it your why you want to succeed. And we always go back to that, us, our business partners. Why are we doing this? Why do you want to make money? Why is this piquing your interest? Why are you watching here today as interviewed this beautiful woman? Because you are interested in what we're doing. If your focus and your why is strong, you will succeed because we have the products, we have everything you can possibly need. So with that being said, Mama Lena, if anybody wants more information, what should they do? Why don't you close it for us and tell everybody where they should go? I just want to say thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for your time. This was amazing. I want to have you here all day. And I can't wait to see you. You better be coming to Barcelona to see me. We're having a huge event here in October. But please go ahead and close it for us. Tell us where people could go for more information. And if you want to add anything else, do so now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach, and thank you, everyone. And I enjoyed the time that you are given to me on this platform, and it's been amazing. It's my pleasure and my simple, humble in a humble manner that I think I answered all the questions that are the best as possible. I hope that you found some useful, all viewers. I hope that you found some useful thing in today's meeting. And if you want to learn more about our business, we are here. We can you can connect us on this channel on this Facebook. All these people are here. You can talk any one of us, and we will be giving the same kind of information. What next steps? But you must contact us. So we are available either on Messenger or what else? There's the other.
WhatsApp, maybe. WhatsApp, Instagram, you name it. We're all over.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on TikTok also. You can, all of us are in a different platform. You just our names are real, so you just look for us, and any one of us will jump in and give you the same kind of information that we are supposed to give. So I hope whatever you do, don't stay on the fence, because the devil is a dream killer. You are much more worth than that. You deserve more, and all it is you, the one who's variable, and you are the only one who needs to make that move. With that, I like to close. Give back to my coach.
Thank you. Give us a big round of applause for beautiful Lena.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you on the other side. Bye, everyone. Thank you. God bless you, Lena.